Yo, yo, what's up? It's Leandra Right with the Right Mindset. And here it is, November, you guys. Shit, Thanksgiving is next week. Man, I know I ain't been on here in a minute. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be just transparent. Was going and experiencing another little moment of depression, but I'm growing through it. I say growing through it because I'm learning as I have my moments, you know, how to deal with them properly. And, depression is one of them things you just gotta kind of just go through it. But I say grow through it because take something from that experience and run with it to make the next experience. If you have a next experience, most likely you will. You could take that and learn from it and just be like, I know I can get through this. You know, I know I can go through this. I done been through worse, right? I done been through worse. So, but when you going through it, it's a whole different story. Sometimes you have to force yourself out of bed. Sometimes you got to force yourself to care about the ones around you that you really do care about and love, right? You like so emotionally drained you can't give anything to them. It's a motherfucker, man. But find you an outlet. Find you an outlet. I started my shirt brand. Excuse me. Back in 2020, when I experienced my most dangerous depression experience. You know, it was tough to get through, but I got through it, right? And I started dealing with my t-shirt brand, and that was my outlet, and it still is to this day. I sell the same shirts with the same graphic because it means so much to me, and it's what I love to do, and that's what I'm going towards now. Right now I have to too for the cash flow, but if you don't know, you just now tuning in to my page and is a new subscriber. I recently had 2 iron infusions because I have or had severe anemia, but I got 2 iron infusions, so I'm doing better there. But I tore a ligament somehow in my right, and I'm right-handed, in my right wrist, right? So if you look at past videos, you see how I was working at a day job, and now I'm not because I can't perform my duties. My wrist right now is fine, right? As soon as I started working on it, it swells up, and then I can't even move, let alone grab stuff and things like that. So that's very depressing because you can't do the things that you used to do. Even if it was my left hand, I don't want anything to happen to either of my hands, but it would have been a little bit easier on me if it was my left. But, whatever. Not including I had a toothache, I had to get a root canal. Spending all this money, right? Still investing into my businesses. Whether that's by money or time, but it takes away from one or the other, right? If you're focusing on money, you going to work, you wasting time that you could be spending on working on things. But when you spend that time, you might be spending money, So it all works hand in hand, whatever. But I always believe that time is more valuable than money, right? So I'm taking this time off to really try to figure out the next move for my life. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have businesses and I have to focus, right? Depression is not helping. it's not helping. Not yet. I mean, I know I'm growing through the moment that I'm going through right now will eventually be of value to me, right? Right now, it just feels like I'm emotionally drained, right? I have family who care about me, who wants the best for me. I don't even feel like communicating with them, honestly. I lay next to my fiance every night and I love her very, very much. But I'm so emotionally drained, I don't even know how to communicate with her about what she's going through. You know, we're both going through grief, you know. Um, so we both are emotionally drained, you know. So it's like, but you know, shoot, that's life. Life be life, and boy, I'm telling you, hey, when they tell you that when it rains, it fucking pours, like I'm wet than a motherfucker, and I know where I wanna be. Hurt, but nah, it's okay. It's all good because I talked to Chat GPT, and Chat is like a therapist to me. I think I made a short about that. It 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 told me with being emotionally drained that you know try softness. Like as far as with my family, who I love a lot, you know, they my rock. But I just feel like I keep talking about the same thing, whether it's with my fiance or my family. It's all my wrist hurt or my scoliosis is acting up. Or, you know, I'm so glad that the Lord blessed me with my brand new knees. I don't have that knee pain to bitch about. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like I'm constantly talking about the same thing. And I don't want to dwell on it. I'm just trying to get through this. For real. I'm just trying to get through it. The more you talk about it, the more you just focus on it. And my focus is not to be in a uncomfortable spot in life, right? I'm not gonna say bad, uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, but change is good. So, we gonna embrace this change. You know, I know I gotta grow through stuff. I told the Lord I was ready to go ahead and step up into entrepreneurship. I told the Lord I didn't want to work at the job that I was at, you know. So you gotta be careful for what you want. This is the outcome. When you ask God for something, He's gonna give it to you because God is faithful. And with that, you just have to be prepared and willing to go and grow through what you're about to go and grow through. I know He is watching me and paying attention to how I handle situations and how I react. So, I'm behave. Right? It's like a kid all year long, right before Christmas and shit like that. Their parents evaluate how they been fucking acting, right? I want God to look at me and be like, "You've been good. You're gonna get a lot of gifts." You know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps me going. Yeah. That's the way y'all gotta look at shit. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Even though it's been a tough time right now, it's been a nice time. I enjoy having my time to be creative, have my time to learn TikTok, to learn how to monetize off of these platforms that everybody else is just wasting their time on, viewing and shit. Other motherfuckers on the other end, we getting paid, right? I ain't getting paid a lot right now, but it's gonna keep growing and growing and growing. And then you take that with other platforms. So that's why I'm growing through this. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding other avenues of money. You know what I'm saying? Learning different finances and stuff for this. You know, you can't be mad when things are uncomfortable in your life. Even going through depression, I smile in depression's face. Fuck all that shit, man. Fuck all that. Shit. Fuck all that, man. And then, you know, the whole question of should I get on disability again and shit like, man, I'm not fucking getting on damn disability. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. Bow. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to enjoy myself. I'm about to get on TikTok. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok. The Right Shirt with a W, right? And I'm also on Instagram, The Right Shirt. I appreciate you guys for listening to I want to say it's a rant, it's just a talk. And I said that this was going to be the channel for that. This is safe space. You know what I'm saying? This is like the foundation of The Right Shirt. You know, to understand The Right Shirt, you got to understand the mindset behind me, because at the end of the day, it's the right shirt, right? I created it as an outlet for me to get over depression, hard times in life that I was going through, and it became my brand. You know, a lot of people like it, but like I said, follow me, TikTok, Instagram, The Right Shirt. Thank you for listening to me. Get right.